This is kind of an inside look at one of the creatures.
There's that new little idol connected with Boris. They have the Stranger Things little photo op right here from the film Freaky, which is a Blumhouse film of the Hello Kitty Chucky. Okay guys, we're back at Universal Studios Florida. It is time for another Halloween Horror Nights 2024 update. We have Ghostbusters Frozen Empire updates. They've installed food booths. We have massive construction updates. We're also gonna be talking about what's going on with Fright Fest and Six Flags. We also have an exclusive interview with one of the creatives. So guys, on that note, it's time to talk about the HHN shirt of the day. We're gonna go back to Halloween Horror Nights 2004. So we have this classic shirt, and then we have the hat. The hat says frickin' scary. This does like illuminate. I don't have batteries though for it. And then on the back of the hat it says Halloween Horror Nights. So on that note, it's time to roll the commercial.
Escaping Universal's Halloween Horror Nights, now in 2 parks for twice the fear. For those who make it through, Halloween Horror Nights hotel and ticket packages start at just $79. To book your package, call now or visit HalloweenHorrorNights.com.
Okay, welcome back. It's a beautiful day out. It's like 90 degrees. It's not a hurricane, but I cannot wait to see these massive construction updates in there. All right, so first off, we have the main archway, right? So there's gonna be lighting above each one of these little arches. Couple weeks away from seeing the medallion turn into the Halloween Horror Nights one. All right, so the next little bit of update, we have this truss work that has been installed right at the front entrance. It looks like these are also 3 speakers that have been installed. All right, we can get a better look at the speakers now. They've all been hooked up with electrical now. Now, one of the biggest questions is, are we gonna have paper maps this year? I'll be honest with you, I don't think we're gonna get paper map. I think it was the end of an era. I don't think they're coming back this year. They could surprise us, but the rumor is I don't think they're returning. Now we have the main truss work here with the walkway. Installed this massive speaker right there. It's not hooked up with electrical yet. And then they have another speaker right over here when you're walking in. Now it looks like they're gonna be trying to anchor this to something that's not hooked up yet. But here's another view, the main truss work when you're walking in. Now we've seen this electrical, right, run to this truss work and the speaker, but we haven't seen this. There's some sandbags here, and running the electrical up the building, up there. And then it's gonna be snaking over there, which then connects to this. So yeah, we're not gonna get too many, I think, permanent props here because of the parade, right? The parades have to come through, and the parades are still operating during HHN. When HHN opens, then the parade goes to like an afternoon opening. I believe it's like 2 p.m. I think when the parade is, but right now it's 6 p.m. So when HHN happens, then the parades are still operating, so they can't put out giant platforms and stuff like that. So it's gonna be, you know, that turnover period for like Stay and Scream, when the teams come out and they kind of, you know, get their forklifts out and they put out all the props and everything. So we're gonna see a lot of that happening within the scare zone because of the parade. There are so many shirts left. They're literally shoving them in like every gift shop because they're just not selling. Expect a lot at the Universal Yard Sale, I guess, this year, because these shirts are not selling. They're all just sitting here. Okay, so you know we have the back room, right? The beaded curtain. If you know what that is, you know what that is. It looks like somebody just checked out one of the beaded curtain VHSs, because on the register here, we used to do this on our calculators in school, but what does that say when you look at it from this angle? B-O-O-B-S. Yeah. Okay, I have a feeling once this video goes out, next time we come in, the number will be changed, but that's the current number on the register. They've been selling a lot more of the VHS tapes, so see if there's any fun ones that we can see. I love that there's so many different animals now. You have that dog, you have this dog on the car, Danger Road 2. We got some more dogs, trip and fall. It's like the owners did trip and fall and the dog's running off. Then we have a cat watching the TV, I like the face that the cat's making, and then we have like a little chihuahua driving this car. And then even down here, there's another set of dogs. $11, there's a Shrek button pack. Now we're gonna be seeing some more Ghostbuster stuff, just a little bit. How you doing, Stay Puff? You doing good? Now when you're exiting the tribute store, we have another little Easter egg. You know, we have little Earl here in the window now, looking at everyone. You know, it'd be a great Easter egg. Universal still has the camera, but the director's camera that he used for all the promotional photos and commercials, put it here in the window. Just let people walk by and see that. I feel like that'd be a cool Easter egg. We're heading into Battery Park now. You can see the electrical has been hooked up for the truss work. Now, there's some theories going around about what the space could become or might become. On Twitter, someone posted this.
Okay, so Theme Park Parker tweeted out this: rumor update, an interactive Chucky experience is coming to HHN on both coasts. Orlando will see him at a bar. Meanwhile, in Hollywood, Chucky will appear in the rumored new comedic Universal Horror Show at the DreamWorks Theater. As we know, they had the audition for the Chucky puppeteer, so we know he's coming.
We now have TV screens inside. They weren't there earlier in the week. There's TV screens now in there. On the trusswork we have lights and speakers, so there's a lot of firepower when it comes to like the lighting equipment and speakers. This could be where Chucky might pop up. We'll have to wait and see. Okay, before I show you guys the interview from the creative guy from Fright Fest, I want to show you the little photo ops that they did create for Midsummer. They have a bunch of photo ops here to represent the house is coming. So they have a photo op here for the Conjuring universe, and then we have Annabelle right there. It says Miss Me right there. Now we also have Little Sam coming. They're gonna be having a trick-or-treat house, so they have a fun little photo op right here of Sam. They have the Stranger Things little photo op right here. They got the neon of Stranger Things. We got the clock, the Vecna vines, and then we got for the Netflix Army of the Dead, Zack Snyder. We have poor Elvis. He has no head, but they got a little photo op, and I like in the back they have blood on the poker table. You're on the hunt for your next victim. We got little Billy on the tricycle right there for Saw celebrating the 20th anniversary. Okay, welcome back. But first, I want to go through the Swamp of the Undead scare zone and show that off to you. We've added a bunch more stuff, but it just looks like little bits of detail and moss work, I think, have been added on top of all the different props, just to kind of like, you know, immerse you more into everything. Like this little moss work was not here last time. So all the moss work has now been added. So that moss work has been added, that moss work has been added. So even like here on the sticks, they've added the moss. Yeah, along the entire fence line. It was like moss night, I guess. Wherever you're looking now and you see moss, that is new. Like right there, right above the keep out sign. Over here to the dock, they've added the moss work on the tire, on the dock, and then here where the boat has sunken, they've added some little lily pads right here. Oh no, it looks like this broke. Looks like a guest broke that off. That stinks. But we got more moss work. Over here they've tarped up all the speakers. You know, we had that terrible like tropical storm that just stopped by yesterday. But yeah, just the little bits of moss on the little sticks along the fencing. They've added this foliage coming out of this box right there, and that's more moss work on the barrel, the crate. So over here, the lighting equipment has been kind of covered up by the barrels. I feel like we'll see more stuff pop up, but again, some moss work has been added. This is just so well themed and put together. And like I was saying in the last video, if you're interested about, you know, creating your own haunt or scenic design, this is where you want to come. This is what you want to see and like draw, you know, like inspiration from, because this is done beautifully. Oh, they even added little cloths, and they're all distressed. Look right here, they've added little misters, right, for the fog machine right there. So they are set up on each side of the house. They got one right there, and then if you come over to the right, over here, they have another little mister set up right there below the house. And you're gonna come over here and you're gonna see the wonderful distressed and designed house. They've added a screened-in door right there. There's this little raft. There's two tires and then the raft, little container. This little lantern is lit up, so you can see these are all gonna be illuminated. Again, we had a little mister right there, but now that I'm looking, it looks like there's a little mister on each one of the posts underneath the house. So that house is gonna be fogged up. And even like details like this, like it's a little clothesline. Now it's interesting, this crate is from Cairo, Egypt. And as you know, there's that new little idol connected with Boris that they showed off in the Mummy gift shop. Is this related? This crate right here? Added some tires. This almost looks like blood all over this crate. We have a fishing trap. Oh, but you know what I see? I see a fogger in there. That's a fogger. It's the first one of the year. Again, we just have more little elements that have been added. Just some buckets, some chairs, a fragile box, the barrels, little washboard. This little lantern's gonna light up. You can see it's already hooked up with the electrical. All of this fishing net has been added, and then something's tarped up in there. Oh, that's the speaker. The speaker's still tarped up in there. No fogger in there yet, but just some little fishing traps have been added. You can see all the electrical over here looks like being run down to the speaker underneath the dock. So we got some more barrels that have been added. The more moss. That's like the word of the day, right? Some days it's truss, today it's moss. Moss, moss, moss. More moss. More lily pads have been added. They've added some fishing nets, some tackle boxes. They've added all this wood. More little lily pads below the boat. Then along the dock, they've added some fishing net, some ropes. Again, pardon our dust, we're transforming the park. And then if you look right in there, that's a fogger. So we're gonna have the misters, right, pushing the fog over. We're gonna have the foggers under the main dock. Then you're gonna have the little misters coming out of the house. So fog central. So on that note, let's show off a little interview from one of the heads for Fright Fest.
Hey, what's up everybody? My name is Mike Ostrom. I'm the Entertainment and Events Manager at Six Flags Magic Mountain. You're standing here at Midsummer Scream 2024 from the Fright Fest Extreme booth, I should say, highlighting 5 of our brand new IP mazes this year. So we are bringing to you Conjuring Universe, Trick or Treat, Stranger Things, Army of the Dead, and of course Saw, celebrating their 20th anniversary. All kinds of excitement to happen here. We're setting new standards here at Six Flags by bumping up the game every day. Scare zones expanded all over the park, all kinds of things going on. Seen some of these things before at some other places, but I guarantee you've never seen anything like what we're doing this year. So we'll see you out Fright Fest Extreme 2024 at Six Flags Magic Mountain. Partnering with a really good production company this year. They're called RWS. They've worked on many haunted attractions throughout the world, all kinds of other themed entertainment. So they're partnering with us on these 5 attractions. You know, our in-house creative team is doing their thing and bringing you a lot of cool stuff with the scare zones and everything as well. You are in good hands. You're gonna see some really cool stuff this year at Fright Fest Extreme in 2024 here at Magic Mountain, I can tell you that.
It's gonna be the same house in every single park, so, or is it going to be different for each park?
Some parks have different IPs that they're getting. For instance, Conjuring is going to be at every single park. Trick or Treat is going to be at every single park. However, the company that is producing these things is going to be working with every single park. So the quality across the board is going to be the same.
The last question is, how did the pitch meeting go to be like, we want to go after these IPs?
Well, it's easy, man. We just said we wanted to be the biggest and baddest, and we went to the biggest and baddest IPs that we could find, and we got them. They wanted to partner with us. They've seen what we've been doing the last couple of years, and they were excited to do it, and we were excited to work with them.
Price-wise, it is $100 for a ticket, which is like HHN prices. If you want the ticket with Express, $150. And then also, opening has now been delayed. A little worried there. From what I've heard internally, they're throwing a lot of money at it. Will it be done in time? I don't know. Now, I did film the whole panel at Midsummer. We'll be talking about that in an upcoming video about like what's actually happening within Fright Fest that's being offered. All right, look at the size of this truss work over by Nightmare Fuel. It is massive. It's like double the size of all the normal truss work. Oh, we can kind of see what's going on inside there. Alright, it's time to head into Vinyl Sticker Land. Enter the Blumhouse, which still has not officially been announced. So we got, you know, the vinyl stage. Now this is gonna be right here. They're gonna have a light, right? So you're gonna see that they're gonna run the power cord up there. The light's gonna shine here, and then it'll shine at the scare actor on the stage. These have been bagged up because of the weather, but the same thing right here, you'll have a light bar right here shining at then the character on the vinyl sticker stage. So on the other side of the truss work, they've added the Blumhouse sign. Now over here we have some little bit some changes. We're gonna have the mascot head from the film Freaky, which is a Blumhouse film. So they did the locker from the high school. Then on the other side, the locker's there. We have the wreath. You might recognize this from the Purge scare zone, but then we also have a barrel. I got all sorts of graffiti. You got like a little boo right there. Then they got some handprints right there. I wonder if they'll cover this up, but you know, nothing new with the projectors that we have over here. There'll be 3 projectors over there. Tons of lights that have been added. We got lights and speakers all inside the Blumhouse. That's all that's been added right now for over here. There's some more stuff that has popped up over here though. Now look, it says Purge. Yep. It's coming back. Just have a little Pac-Man ghost though. And it says HHN with a skull right there. On the top of the barrel, it says hide. Down here, it's gonna say boo. Again, this was not what the original scare zone was supposed to be. There was another plan and then this happened. And then nothing attached to the anchor yet Then over here, they've added some more of those pieces of wood, right, to kind of hide the light that's going to be on the performers.
Okay, so we see these smokestacks, right, for Major Sweets' Candy Factory. Normally, Major Sweets wears a yellow jacket. In the Alhazi Boutique, he wears a purple jacket, and he's got the little blue lollipop. This color, with the purple and orange, kind of represent the current Major Sweets for this year. And then we also see a shot of the tent. I'm interested to see how this house is. The walls are finally down. You can finally see the building. They're still working on it. It's a work in progress. But, you know, they're slowly getting there. Next month they should be done. But if we come over here to Torture Fair, they've added this new little stand. This looks a lot like the same stand that we had for the Vamp Scare Zone last year. They just added a little bit more, you know, distressing on it and painted it a little bit. Here's another shot from the side. And then over here we have some food stands. Deliveries 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Service entrance. Over here it says, warning, sweep zone, no parking. I've got to love confusing New York parking signs. We can see some ice popping up. If you come over here, look at this, look at this. So, this is an awesome little Easter egg. This is Ivan's New York Deli and Grocery, family owned since 1984. Now, Ivan is a little nod or Easter egg for Ivan Reitman, the director of the original 2 Ghostbusters films. And then it says family owned since 1984. 1984 is the opening year. Ghostbusters, the original film. Then it says family owned because Ivan's son, Jason, kind of took over, you know, the franchise, directed Ghostbusters Afterlife, and is in charge of, you know, the future of Ghostbusters. So that's a wonderful little Easter egg right there. And a little nod to Ivan Reitman. Over here we have an ATM. ATM available inside. We have the menu board sign, which will be illuminated. No smoking, thank you. The best selection in town. Then we have this graffiti of New York City. We also see these icicles, right? So we have this wonderful airbrush of these icicles. And then even right here, look how good that is. It's just like so spot on, and whoever did this did an incredible job. And then we also have kind of the 3D version of the icicles right there. No public restrooms, gotta love New York. And then we have the Ghostbusters Firehouse, but it's frozen. It looks like there's gonna be a spot where they're gonna put the Ghostbusters actual sign. But like, look at the paint job. We have like these 3D sculpted icicles, right? And then you have all these icicles coming up. And then the menu board looks like the containment unit that all the ghosts are held in. And then the details even wrap around the building. This looks incredible. They really knocked it out of the park. And it even looks like the light will illuminate during the nighttime. And then over here in New York for the Torture Fair, we can see it says, you know, Torture Fair 2024. So this is gonna be a current day, you know, Renaissance festival. But they've added a bunch of stuff to the stage. Here's this open grate. So it looks like there's gonna be some fog effects that are gonna be coming up from the ground maybe when someone is being burned alive off to the side. And over here they've added some brickwork. There's some more lights. You know, they're working on the electrical down there.
We have Hello Kitty right here. She signed her name and her little bow and her little prints in the concrete. We just popped into the Hello Kitty gift shop. They have new tumblers. We have one that's pink, one that's black with a little skull, and then just the classic Hello Kitty one. And for $30, they still have these for sale from last year, the Chucky Hello Kitty. And then $25 for the little plush of the Hello Kitty Chucky. $40, it's gonna say Hello Kitty on the side. That's gonna be her inside of a gumball machine. $35 for this like holographic looking Hello Kitty water bottle. We have a little sign right here of Hello Kitty. And you're looking at $25 for the sign. $55 for this little wallet of Hello Kitty. Then on the back, it's gonna say Loungefly. $15 for this reversible plushie of Hello Kitty, so you can reverse it. And then Hello Kitty looks just like that. $11 for this mystery pin set. $12 for this magnet. So they're celebrating the 50th anniversary of Hello Kitty with this set. $19 for this pin set of Hello Kitty. Then they have a lanyard. There's no price on it though, but it says Hello Kitty 50th anniversary. Okay, we're at Universal City Walk now. We're gonna head off to the main Universal Studios store. $37, they have a new Loungefly short sleeve shirt. You have Shaggy right there with some snacks. And then Scooby looking at some Scooby snacks. $70, there's a new Loungefly Scooby-Doo glow-in-the-dark hoodie. So it's gonna say Scooby-Doo down there. We have the Mystery Machine and the whole gang right there for the pocket. Along the sleeve, you're gonna have the same design as the Mystery Machine. And then on the back, you have Scooby and Shaggy being chased by a ghost. And then inside the hood, there's gonna be like some ghoulish eyes. We got a new Deadpool Roosevelt shirt, $75. Now you do get an annual pass holder discount on Roosevelt. $90, we have the Deadpool Loungefly. And now we showed these off a couple months ago, but they still have them. Deadpool and Wolverine shirt, $30. And we have a hoodie here for $55. You have Wolverine, Deadpool, little dog pool down there. $75. It's like fireworks are going off in the shape of Cap's shield. Okay, it is a toasty one. Let's go back to the office. we got some photos of how one of the costumes looks inside one of the houses.
Okay guys, we are back in the office. We have another little HHN update for you guys. So John Murray tweeted out this. This is kind of an inside look at one of the creatures from the Monsters 2 house out in HHN Hollywood. So he says his eyes light up when he's angry. By the way, the construction wall is down so you can see the props and dressing being installed for the facade. This is a creepy sculpt. I'm gonna be terrified seeing this thing. Okay, I'm gonna be filming one more HHN update this week. I'm gonna fly out to California for D23 to cover, whatever they show or announce at D23. I have low expectations for that, but I do think Universal Studios is kind of, holding their stuff on the back burner, showing off the new hotel and also dropping the tickets and everything. So I feel like we might be getting big Universal announcements right after the D23 announcements, because it's always a back and forth between, Universal and Disney when they're announcing stuff. So guys, on that note, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. If you have not already, hit the subscribe button and join the family.
We love the family!
Because I'm gonna keep you up to date on all things Halloween Horror Nights and Universal Studios around the country. I love you all, and I'll see y'all very soon.
We're setting new standards. You are in good hands. You're gonna see some really cool here at Fright Fest Extreme.